Well, I mean, I think it's big, especially having to play a team like ELCA. I mean, you don't want to have to go down there and play them at their place. I mean, you'd rather play them here. So having home field advantage is, I think, a big key in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, they beat us and got us in overtime and beat us 42-41, and it is hard to beat a team twice. And the reason why it's hard to beat a team twice is because we see all of our mistakes when we lose, but when we win, we don't see the mistakes. It's not as magnified.
Well, what I've learned is everybody must think ELCA has the answer to stopping us, because what we saw from St. Francis and what we saw from Mount Perrin was a version of the bear front that they ran against us. And, I mean, we rushed for over 400 yards against ELCA and scored 42 points. Matter of fact, should have scored 49, with that illegal procedure. But I don't see that being the answer. I think it's actually helped us because when you look at ELCA and what they do defensively in their 3-5 defense, and then they bring their stack linebackers down, that's how they get in the bear front. So it's actually been good preparation for us, but at the same time, I think, ELCA's probably happy to see that because then they can see how we attacked it. Now, I will say this, there is a very good football play that we did not run in the last two games that we feel would be a huge advantage for us against the bear front this time around.
But I'm sure that Coach Winters has Holy Innocents ready, and he has showed them all their mistakes, and he has showed them, all the ways they could have lost. And so they're prepared. But it's just psychologically it's hard to beat a team twice. But we've had to do it before, and we've done it before. We've also lost to a team twice before. So at the end of the day, you got to go play and see what happens.
But you go all the way back to 2017 when we first came here, and the first thing we had to do was, and I know this sounds cliche, but we had to change a culture, and that was a culture of literally playing a tough game and being tough about playing it, and it starts in the strength and conditioning program, and I know if you talk to ELCA, they're going to tell you the same thing, and this is my sixth head coaching job, and we've done the same thing at every place and had success, and it starts in the strength conditioning program, and then it starts with servant leadership. And that is playing for the man to your right and left. And, in 17, we didn't have it. We weren't very strong. We didn't buy into that philosophy. And then last year, the kids had a good year in the weight room. They started to buy into that philosophy. And, we made it to the second round of the playoffs and had the best season the school's had in 5 years. And then this year, obviously, best season in school history, but it's been a process. It starts with developing kids in the weight room, developing them on the field, and then obviously developing their mind, and then really buying into being a servant leader.
How's this week of practice been?
Week of practice has been great. Kids are very focused, very locked in. I think it's good that they've seen Holy Innocents before, because Holy Innocents they run a unique offense, the triple option, and they do it really, really well. And you need to see it before you can really understand how you got to prepare for it. So our kids came locked in. Probably most impressed with our scout team kids, how hard they've practiced and how physical they've been, and so it's been a great week.
Well, I mean, I would be disappointed, and I don't think our community, I don't think our alumni would be disappointed, but I would be. I mean, I'm disappointed if I ever lose a game, and especially this year. I mean, it's just the way it's gone, and, as the season progressed, I think when we got to the Trinity game, I was telling people, listen, this team is either going to have one loss going in the playoffs, or we're going to finish the season with one loss for the whole year. And you look back and you say, okay, did you want to lose a game in the regular season to really get them focused in? But these guys have been businesslike all year. It's crazy, but I really believe this Friday is the state championship football game. I mean, we've played Wesleyan. We've played Fellowship in the spring game, and played pretty well against both of them. So I would not say it would be to me, it's going to be a disappointment. It's a disappointment when we don't score enough points. I felt disappointed last Friday only scoring 28 points. So, but I probably have unrealistic expectations sometimes. And I don't like to lose. I don't care what we're playing, tic-tac-toe or battleship, anything. I don't want to lose.
10 o'clock. I remember making it to the semifinals in 2011 and losing, but also seeing how that was a instrumental game in my life as a football coach. And an accomplishment. That was the first time we had ever been to the semifinal. So definitely don't think it's disappointing from a career standpoint or a player career standpoint. Just in the moment, of course nobody wants to lose. Yeah, great group of seniors. You know, they're kids that have done everything we ask them to do. They work hard. Every one of them has been at every single practice and every single thing we ask them to do in the off season, every single thing that we all ask them to do in the season, in the summer. So I can't ask for any more, and they've given everything that they possibly can have, and you know, it's time to go lay it all out on the line and see what happens.
Phenomenal. I mean, it's felt amazing. The team camaraderie is higher than ever, mainly because, you know, there's a large amount of seniors on the team that I've been with since freshman year. So, you know, the team camaraderie is great. There's a lot of new incoming players who are really excited to learn the ways of the older students. So it's been a really good season so far, and I'm really excited about how everything turns out. And this is also the farthest the school has been in school history, so that's exciting. Implementing any type of new game plan, what we've worked throughout the year so far has been working. So we're just trying to, you know, cross our T's and dot our I's and make sure everything's prepared for the game on Friday. The school is really supportive of what we're doing, and there's a lot of people coming out. So, you know, the environment is going to be a good atmosphere as far as support from our fans and from the families coming. So it's going to be more so the offensive scheme that we implement. You know, it's hard to defend. Coach Winter brought that along when he came to the program, and so mainly, you know, if you want to focus your attention on one running back, well, then that leaves two others open. And so just that type of offensive scheme is hard to defend, which is why it's been pretty successful throughout our season so far. Well, if in the event, we hope not, you know, knock on wood, in the event that we did lose on Friday, the season was not a failure. Obviously, the ultimate goal is to win a championship, so that would be a little bit disappointing. But the season overall is not a failure because I feel that the program has grown a lot from where we used to be, and it is continuing to grow. So even despite the seniors losing, if we were to lose on Friday, you know, there's still a lot of good work that has been done and still a lot of good work that will be done.
Our team is very prepared. We're just going to do what we do. You know, we come out with the mentality that we're not going to be stopped, trying to get first downs all the time, and just mash them down the throat every single play.
This game, especially at practice, we've been extra focused. Last game, I kind of think we underestimated them as an opponent, just seeing like what we've done in the past, like against them as a team and as a whole. So I definitely think we're more focused and more locked in on our task.
This week we came out here ready to work. Our defense, we ready to stop them. I make sure everybody doing what they're supposed to do. At the end of the day, it is what it is. The coaches, the players, everything, I mean, it's straight love.
We play 4 quarters of football, so, you know, first quarter, you know, you may not come out and pound it and score every game, every drive, but, you know, as we keep pounding, you know, they start to give up, and that's the brand of football we play. We like to pound them, and we like to make them give up and break their will.
For them to come back in here thinking they're going to be, like, having a ton of energy, ready to, like, go 4 quarters again, if not more. We just got to have that same energy and be ready to just get physical all game and just execute our game plan all game, and we should be fine.
The game was unreal. Once again, something we've always dreamed of doing, just knocking off that #1 team, knocking off the best of the best, and really finally getting that opportunity to prove to people who we are and what we're made of and what we're capable of, and finally getting that chance to show the state really who we are and surprising people is a pretty awesome feeling.
It's definitely been an experience that I've appreciated, and it's helped build me character-wise. Being able to play through the overtime against ELCA, playing through injuries in games, just I can learn more than just football IQ from this. I can learn life IQ from this season, just knowing that, like, through the ups and downs, you just got to stay strong the entire time. And we hope to play next week just to keep it going.
I think we were all excited when we saw the outcome of the ELCA Athens game last week. And it really just comes down to, can we beat them again, and how we think we're lucky to play them again, in that beating them first time proved a point. Beating them a second time would be changing. That would be the end. That'd be a real eye-opener for a lot of people, and I think we're just really glad that we have that chance to go prove to the state what we're all about.
I mean, I don't think words could explain what that would mean to the school and to our football program, and it'd be really exciting, but and we'd love to get there and do that. I mean, but I think the biggest positive right now is the staff and our kids are so focused and dialed in right now on playing this Friday that we really haven't thought about it. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, I know this is going to sound weird. The time would be disappointing to me. I don't like playing it. I just don't. 10 o'clock in the morning. I mean, you're going to be at pregame. I mean, drinking coffee just to be awake. But it would be exciting to be there. But we're so focused right now on ELCA.